Denise, guess what?
What, Abby?
We got chismes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to a new episode of We Got Chisme. Yay! As usual, my name is Denise, and this is,
Xavier,
yes, alias Sabecito.
today that I came very like a gift wrapping paper, she come on pink. So I guess we take in turn.
Wait, what? Oh! I completely forgot I was wearing pink. Sorry.
It's okay. It seems like we take in turns. You see?
Pink. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not wearing red today, but you should remind me before we start recording.
Nah, it's okay. I just wanted to shame you during the recording.
Wow, I see that. Wow.
Okay,
Well,
pink.
pink can be the new red.
Sure. In moving on, what do we have for today?
So today, of course, we have more Christmas stories.
Mhm.
Yes, because I think this episode is gonna come up right on Christmas Eve, right? On Wednesday. Yay! So since we're so ready for Christmas here, we have a lot of, like I said, Christmas related stories. Some of them I haven't read because Sabi found, and some he hasn't read because I found. So it's gonna be a surprise for both of us. Yes. So the name of the podcast today, or not even the podcast, the title today is Christmas Overload. Mhm.
That would be me next week.
Christmas Overload. Okay, before we start, actually, let me just bring something up. Am I the only one who's feeling that the older you get, the harder Christmas is?
The less enjoyable is, you mean?
Yeah, like the harder it is to just be present and enjoy the moment because you have to be on top of everything.
Yes, that's called adulthood too. Yeah.
It's so hard. You have to be in charge of gifts for everyone, making sure you're wrapping them, making sure everybody's having a good time that day. You gotta cook if you cook, or if you buy food, you gotta ensure that you go outside and get the food for everyone. Make sure you
If
organize.
they drink, you need to make sure they have enough alcohol, that you have enough ice, that you have enough everything, and then the messes that the people do, because people when they visit your place, they forgot they are human beings and make a mess.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But we'll see, because it's like I said, this is my first year hosting Christmas Eve, so we'll see what happens.
We shall see. But I'm letting you know.
I know you've been telling me that for a month.
Yes. So, but it is hard for you to, especially if you like everything to be going very smoothly, just get on the mindset like not everything is gonna be perfect, and these are people you know already, so it's whatever. It is what it is. They have what they have, and if they didn't like it, well, better
Yeah.
next time.
I think my main issue is it's making sure everyone is happy with their gifts. That is my I I feel like, what if you make someone happy, but then the next person opens their gift and they're disappointed? I feel bad about that. I need to make sure that everyone feels special and happy all the time.
The only person that you need to make sure feels so special about your gift.
It's Adam. Yes, I mean he has a million gifts on there already. Some of them I haven't get to wrapping yet, but I will.
Well, I haven't built my gift yet because I have to build it.
Your gift. Oh, what is it?
Oh, it's a Lego thing of Simba when he was a baby, the Lion King.
But why do you have to build it? Can you just give it to him to build?
Because you just buy the pieces, girl. You just buy the Lego pieces.
I know, but why do you have to build it? before you give
He
it to
wanna
him?
build it for you, and he wanna build it himself.
Okay, that's another thing. I thought he will enjoy building it. I asked Adam that recently. I asked because I say that he was really hard to shop for because he never wants anything. He's always like, "Oh, I got everything," blah 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 blah. But I still got him a couple of things that I think I'm gonna make him happy. But now he's like, "Oh, you should be able to get me because I'm just a kid." Because I say I like shopping for kids, and he's like, "But I'm just a kid. You should be happy to shop for me." I'm like, "Okay." And then I asked him, "So would you like a Lego set or something?" He's like, "I think I'm too old for Legos." And I'm like, what do you mean? I thought you were a kid.
No, but let me tell you, like, if he isn't into architecture, there is some crazy levels up there. Like, looks really majestic. It's just very not kids prices for sure.
No, these are
But I
adult
saw
things.
this like spaceship from Star Wars. It was like $500. I saw
Ouch.
like these are like how's it called? The Big Bang the building in London, the top
Oh,
of the Big Bang or something like that.
I know what you mean, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one for $100. The and like a beautiful huge castle for Harry Potter, like Hogwarts and stuff, $600.
Ouch.
Like
I always wanted the Lego for the Cinderella castle, the Disney castle. I always wanted that one, but I think that's like $200 or something like that. That's why I was like, I don't think so. But yeah, I am excited to see how this Christmas goes, Bob. And I
will
hope
go
everyone
well.
feels
It will
special.
go well. So just don't be a control freak during the party, and make sure you get to sit yourself and just enjoy a little bit before just going around the house and giving this and giving that. Since these people, if they want wine, go help yourself. Okay, if they want anything, please go help yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Let's go into the stories today because we have some long ones. So the story number one comes from the subreddit Best of Redditor Updates, and the title is My Girlfriend Left Me for Putting the Christmas Tree Up. Yes. So it says, I was single-handedly raised by my grandfather. He's like a father to me. He did his best to give me a normal childhood in an effort to try to make up for my father not being there. My grandfather loves Christmas. He always made sure that we had the best day ever. We were not well off, and most of his gifts were handmade. This made it even more special because he was very good at creating things from wood, and they were fascinating. He taught me everything I know, and I am so grateful for that. We would bake cookies and make delicious dinner from scratch and sit by the fire doing puzzles. We still live together, and I am the one taking care of him now. My girlfriend stays with us, and it has been a year of that now. My grandfather has been unwell for a while, and he's only getting worse. The doctor does not think that he will make it until the end of this year. I am devastated, and I feel like my whole world is falling apart, but I am trying not to show it. On a particular bad day for him, my grandfather asked me, Is this Christmas yet? And I say no. He continued to tell me how he could not wait for it and he will make me a bookshelf for all my books. He has not been able to make me anything in years because of his arthritis. This conversation broke my heart, and on a whim, I decided that we will have Christmas in July. This did not go well with my girlfriend. She kept saying it was a waste of time and it's weird to want to act like it's Christmas when it's not. When I insisted and put up the tree and decorations inside the house, she called me crazy and threatened to leave. She said my grandfather is not a child and even kids can wait until Christmas. I told her that this Monday, when I finally get off, it's Christmas whether she likes it or not. She could either choose to be part of it or she could do what she thinks is best for her, but I would love her support. Well, when I came back from work, she was gone, and so were her clothes. As for my grandfather and I, we have already started watching Christmas movies when I come back from work, and he is not in bed yet. I cannot even begin to explain just how much he loves it. I will get us silly matching PJs and try to get some of his favorite things, wrap them up, and put them under the tree. I will also make us a nice Christmas lunch and hopefully light up the fireplace if it's not too hot, which is so unlikely. Maybe I am going crazy, but I just want to do this for us, even if it seems stupid. Merry Christmas. That one was posted on July 10, 2022.
That was a nice gesture, especially right after the craziness of the pandemic, you know. So it was a really nice gesture for him, of
That
him.
was very nice, and your girlfriend is crazy.
Like,
Ex-girlfriend.
thing you like, come on, girl. It's fine. It's no, it was not a big deal. It's not like he was asking to kill you or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it was for the grandfather. You never know how long, especially after all that craziness, since the elder were just falling like flies. Yeah, so she is an ass,
Mm-hmm.
but she did a great decision. Now, my friend, you have 6 more months to get another girlfriend.
Before Christmas. Well, I think you mean 5 more months.
No, because it was in wait, oh, July. Oh, right, 5 more months. Sorry.
July.
Yeah, so you have 5 more months, and make sure this one loves Christmas and doesn't mind to have holidays celebration when it's not their holiday. Because she probably she never also blah, blah, blah. Sorry, she probably never heard of Halloween on Christmas.
Yep. I'm guessing she didn't.
No, so shame on her.
Yep, shame of her. I agree. There's an update.
Hmm.
August 13,
Oh, I hope she didn't come back.
I hope so too. When I wrote my original post, I was going through a lot of emotions. I felt a bit insane for insisting on having Christmas in the middle of the year just to make my grandfather happy. I was glad when a lot of people validated my feelings on the post. The encouragement uplifted my spirit. Sadly, my grandfather died from sudden cardiac arrest a few days ago. I
It's
know that he did not have long to live, but I did not think that it would be so soon, in a manner that my heart was not prepared for. I have been trying to keep myself busy with everything, but last night in bed I cracked and cried for the first time in a long time. The only thing that makes me feel a bit better is remembering how happy he was on Christmas morning. I like Christmas morning, you know. I will never forget the look on his face and his overall demeanor. He had so much life on him. And to my surprise, he smiled mischievously, took off his wedding band, and gifted it to me as a Christmas present. I do not remember ever seeing him take it off before in my whole entire life. It was a sobering moment, but it was also a memory that I will forever hold close to my heart. It meant the absolute world to me. We had such a great day. I did not want it to end. Now it's like my entire world came crashing down. I feel so alone. I do, however, appreciate that I was lucky enough to have him in my life. So there's also like it says Best of Predator updates included like a little comment, and it's like relevant comment by OP regarding X. And OP says, "Thank you. We spoke on text, and she said she needed a space. It was probably for the best. I told her about my grandfather, but she has not replied yet.
uh, yeah,
She
not
totally,
even try to call her.
please do not call her. Please let her leave. You deserve so much better. You're a great human being who value his grandfather. You know, I know this was years ago, and you probably already figured it out. And hopefully, you have someone who loves you and understands this. So,
No, but she's not bad. But honestly, probably was something, because sometimes they say when you close to the expiration date, um, you start asking certain requests. Maybe he felt that way, and maybe he felt like he might not make it to Christmas. So that was a very nice gesture of thing. And like I say, like you never know when the expiration date is gonna knock out your door. So that little moment, it means the world for your grandparent, father, and it means the world for you because you give him what he wanted, what he was, you know, earning for. So That's a great memory that you have for the rest of your life. And be at peace that you have a great memory and not a regret, saying like, "Oh, I should have done what Grandpa wanted." It. And the
Yep,
rest can be just blocker.
100%. It was not a regret. It was a great memory, a fun memory that you have with your grandfather.
And it was your last Christmas with your grandfather, made it by you, created by you, and with all his favorite things. So you made sure it was extra special.
Yes. Okay, let's move on to story number two.
Mm-hmm.
And this one comes from the subreddit That It? I think this is the one that you gave. That's why I don't know the subreddit. Yeah, subreddit That Did. Okay. And the title is I think I may have just ruined Christmas. Let's see. Humor. And it says, I think I might have ruined Christmas. And then there is like a little comment that is supposed to be humor. So it says, I think I might have just ruined Christmas and created a super villain. Ever since my kids were old enough to be exit about Santa, my daughter has insisted he is the cause of anything unknown. Found a quarter, Santa must have left it for her as a present. Lost toy turned up, Santa is so nice finding it for her, etc. This extends to bad things too. We let the kids watch YouTube on our TV once in a while, fully supervised, when we are really exhausted. It generally only lasts for a few days, a few hours a day, and we delete the app at night when they're asleep so they don't see it and there is less fighting. The first time we deleted it, my daughter got really upset and insisted that Santa must have switched out our TV for a broken one without YouTube. Which brings us to last weekend. We got COVID and we were exhausted, so YouTube went back on. I deleted it a few days later. My daughter figured out how to get to the App Store by pushing the remote hotkeys. And it was still on the YouTube page for when I uninstalled it, so she was bummed. This is where I screw up. I uninstalled YouTube again, then remapped the App Store hotkey to a Santa screensaver, giggling to myself the entire time. Big mistake that did not go over well at all. Santa better watch his back around here around on Christmas. I think she's building surface to air missiles and planning on poisoning the cookies. Have you inadvertently created your kid's supervillain origin story? Edit, we definitely supervise what they watch. That goes for all media they consume, regardless of the source. Oh, this is funny.
Born of another Grinch.
This is funny.
And we just experienced the newborn Grinch. It,
Yo,
and this one is related to YouTube.
yeah, that kid was like, I hate Santa. How dare you?
You took my YouTube from my TV.
Yeah, you know, she was like, you replaced my TV with a broken one that does not have YouTube.
Oh, it's so lovely when they're so innocent.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so there is one more. And so we have a very long one that I have. And we have also the one that we didn't read last time. So you want me to read the very long one first or the one that we didn't read last time?
Read the leftover first.
Okay, and then we go for the long one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the extra one that Sabi got a choice last video and he chose the Grinch. So now we're gonna read the other one that we didn't choose. So this one comes from the subreddit relationship advice, and the title is Am I 39 female being selfish by leaving my husband 44 male at home for Christmas? Throwaway account because I cannot believe I'm doing this, but I need a neutral opinion. Here goes. Context. My 39 female parents and I live across the country from each other. My older brother and his family live closer to them, but it still requires a flight to visit. My dad, 73, passed away from a year-long battle with pancreatic cancer in mid-September. My mom, 73, has also been in the process of diagnosing why she has increasing memory issues, specifically with language, like understanding words and remembering names of everyday things. Right after he died, my mom's cognitive tests show a significant decline, and she's currently in the process of being diagnosed with either Alzheimer's or dementia. My brother, 44 male, and I were by our dad's side when he passed, and my husband, 44 male, flew in quickly after that. When we then had a memorial service about a month later in late October, where lots of extended family attended, and it was lovely. To top it off, the week before Thanksgiving, my friend slash coworker, 42 male, died unexpectedly, and I am devastated. Thanksgiving, my husband and I stayed local and had a nice low-key holiday with his parents. My mom, brother, and much of my family got together on the other side of the country. Christmas plans. I have 2 weeks off work, and it's my 74th birthday on 12/23. It's also my 40th birthday on 1 kind of. Like, oh, I'm sorry, it's my mom's 74th birthday on 12/23, and it's also my 40th birthday on January 1st. My brother and his family plan to go for an extended time, just as I would ideally like to be with her at this time and to work on getting the house ready to be sold in the next 3 to 6 months and figure out if she needs to move into memory care and where, etc. Dilemma. It's very expensive to fly across country for Christmas, and my husband is practical with spending money. However, I do not really care how much it costs right now. My mom needs me. I also need my mom. I'm reeling from 2 deaths and 2 months. Plus, her biggest challenge is communicating and using technology, so even FaceTime is tricky. And I don't know how much time we have left with her. My husband is saying I'm being selfish for leaving him alone at Christmas and deal with the dog and the house. He thinks it's enough that my brother is going to be there with her and that we were just there twice for my dad's final breath and subsequent funeral. So we should go sometime in January or February. Husband will technically not be alone in quotes while I'm gone. His brother, with a wife and kids and parents, live nearby, and another brother, also with wife and kids, will be visiting for 3 weeks. I have said he could come with me and we figure out who can watch the dog. His response is that it's too much money and he does not view it as a vacation, in quotes, since the bed in my old room is small. He has suggested that we should go away somewhere for a few days since I have the time off work, but obviously not across the country to my mom's house. I could structure the travel days to leave for 10 days and still see his family that's visiting and be back before my birthday. So we still have time together while I'm off work / celebrate together. Regardless to him, if I go, I'm being selfish. Regardless to him, if I go, I'm being selfish, but I disagree because it's not about him right now. So should I book a ticket or am I a jerk who should put my husband higher up on my priority list?
Like,
He is the
what,
selfish asshole.
why would you say such a thing like that, seeing the stage that she is on? And it's not like they visit after the funeral either, for him to say, like, we were just there. So, and nah, you have a main child. That's why you have as a husband woman.
Yep. You don't have someone who's supporting you. You have someone who's making your life harder.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's making no sense. You should he should be encouraging her to go sooner rather than later. And like setting, just reassuring her, I take care of everything here, blah blah blah. Just go and have fun with your family. My family's nearby, especially if his family's nearby. So it's like, what are you whining about?
Boo-hoo, your dad died. Boo-hoo, your mom has dementia. Stay with me. Be with me. I need you.
Yeah. So that,
That's
that
all I can
like,
hear.
yeah, like, bye Felicio.
Yup, he is an ass. And I think you should divorce him.
Well,
He is not
um,
support.
not necessarily divorcing, but some guys are like very uh some guys are very like, have mamitis, and if it's not done what he wants, it's like little baby, like crying, like, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh."
Divorce him now.
Well, that's the thing. If that will be bring you money to your pocket, yes. If it not, no. Just leave him alone. He'll
I
survive.
think okay, obviously, I'm kidding about that. I know divorce is serious, but my thing is, I hate that he's making you feel like you're a shitty human being when actually he is the shitty one. You know, it's not you. You're just trying to support your family. And from what I can gather, I don't know if it's true, but from what I can gather is that you spend a lot of holidays with his family because they live nearby. So if you want to go and be with your mom and get the house ready, this is not a vacation, okay? She made it that very clear. I'm going there to spend time with my mom and I'm going to get the house ready and see what we're going to do with her. That's not a vacation. That's something you have to do.
She's working on getting everything set up for her and her
Exactly.
well-being.
And
So,
instead of being supportive and be like, yes, honey, I understand. Go. I will join you if I can. If we have to save money, I can, but that's okay. You go and support your family.
but
No,
if
instead of saying that,
he,
Christ.
even he himself say, well, that's not a vacation that you going there.
Not meant to be a vacation, my dude.
Exactly. So, like, yeah.
Makes me mad. But okay. Okay. So the top comment says, ha ha ha. Okay, I didn't read the comments of this. Okay. The first comment answers to the part that says he does not view it as a vacation. And she said, yeah, because it's not a vacation. It's a trip to visit your mom who lost her husband. You lost your dad just recently. Your mom is ill. Who knows how much time you have left with her? Her ability to recognize you might quickly fade too. Your husband really wants to put a money sign on this, on spending the maybe last Christmas with your mom while she's still able to know who you are. What about your feelings? You want to be there. That alone is more than enough reason to go. And then they're quoting the part that says, selfish for leaving him alone at Christmas and deal with the dog and house. What the fuck? Is he a little kid? I will probably be very blunt to him. I do not care how much it costs. I want to see my mom, so I will. And that you support, I need you to support me in this. If you don't want to join me, that's fine. But don't you dare trying to make me feel guilty for going to see her. She's ill. I don't know how much time we have left with her. I'm still grieving the loss of my dad and my friend, and being with my mom will give me comfort for that. Do my feelings matter so little to you that you're bothered by how it's a little more expensive or that you will be alone on Christmas? I cannot believe you call me selfish. Please take a look in the mirror. I could have said it better. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. So, like I say, she have a man child.
Mm-hmm.
That's her husband. But it is very, what do you call it, not sensitive of his end because he lost her dad and then their mom is her health is deteriorating because when those elder fox lose their other half, like keep them going, their health usually like it goes
Decline.
down quite quickly. So especially now that she's alone, it's could be fast. Because for instance, when my grandmother passed, my grandfather followed her the year right after.
You
Like
never
you
know.
never know when she have the time to how long that she has until something happened to her mom. So and
That's
it's very suck of him that he's still doing that. So not good.
a lot of people are being like very helpful and they're telling her to check for a UTI because it's true sometimes UTI causes confusion on elderly people, so they want to make sure that that's okay. And she says interesting about the UTI. She had one earlier this year, but unfortunately the cognitive issues have existed longer than that. Okay. And she also answers to that same comment, like to the one in giving her the script of what to say. And she's like, I appreciate the script, super helpful, and I have actually said these things in a calm but direct manner and was met with guilt trips that prompted this post. I think he's having a hard time processing everything and thinking of his own parents' demise, which, like others have said, they're closer and we see them regularly. He has said I should go if I will resent him for not going, but even still, I know the next 2 weeks will include guilt trips for leaving when I booked the ticket. I will help pick out and buy gifts for his family before I leave so he doesn't have to do all that by himself.
Excuse me.
It's been It's the being called selfish that really hurts and being made to feel like a bad wife. This is a uniquely shitty circumstance.
She have a great heart. That's what I'm gonna say. Because in top of that, that she's regardless of the fact she was going, so that's perfectly fine. But the fact that she's helping him getting all the gift and getting everything set up when she's not gonna be there, that says a lot. That she's have a great
And
heart.
when she's not in the right mental space to be thinking about gifts, because she's not going to celebrate Christmas technically, she's going to, be with her mom. No,
Exactly. But at the same time, it's messed up that she have to go out of her way to do that. So
it's to make him feel better.
yeah. So yeah, talking about selfishness. So
Yes,
asshole.
100%. She's not the asshole. He's the asshole.
Yeah, obviously, but it's like, but anyhow, we have people with all type of no emotional intelligence. So this is one of the very handy examples.
Yep. 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 Okay. Oh, and I just realized that I didn't read the comments for the story about the little kid on YouTube, but I didn't read them. I mean, because it was about a lot of YouTube hate. Like people were like, "Why do you hate YouTube so much?" And like, "What's wrong with YouTube?" So this is why.
They're kids, for God's sake.
But if you want to go, Sabi's
This is,
gonna put the link, and then you can just click on it.
there is so much on YouTube that kids shouldn't be watching. So yeah,
Yeah.
people. Okay, let's go to the endless one that you mentioned before.
Yes, the endless one. So this one
Story number 4.
is story number 4. Yes, the last one. So this one comes from the subreddit Am I the Asshole? And it like it's AITA. No, AITA actually. The subreddit AITA. And the title is Am I the Asshole for giving crappy Christmas gifts and ruining my marriage? Advice needed. So throwaway account for anonymity. I, 31 female, marry my soon-to-be ex-husband, male 33, in 2018. My in-laws never liked me and made it clear. STBX? What is that?
I'm not seeing what you're reading.
Sorry, you are. It's fine. I can Google it. Just want to make sure that I get
What is
exact.
it?
It means, soon to be X. That's what it means. STBX. So my soon-to-be ex insisted that they're just putting up a tough exterior and they will grow to love me. To show how evil they are, one time I joined them for dinner and brought a cake I'd made, because I was always praised to be a gracious guest. When I stepped into the kitchen and offered the cake to his mother as a thank you for inviting me, she took the plate over to the garbage bin, dumped it in, and handed me the plate back. When I told my husband what she did, he confronted her, and all of a sudden, the crocodile tears started. And she claimed she grabbed the plate but did not get a good grip. I, I let go too quickly and it fell to the floor, so of course it had to be thrown away. My sister in law confirmed, in quotes, that that was what happened. My soon to be ex owned his own business, and they called me a gold digger behind his back. Of course, they insisted on a prenup, which I didn't care about because I never thought my marriage would end and it will appease them and may allow them to finally treat me kindly. Nope. His business failed once COVID hit. We went through his savings and my own, trying to keep it afloat. I refused to go into debt to keep it going, so he closed it down. In 2022, he was suffering from really bad depression because he lost his business and could not find new work. He suggested we move to his hometown, closer to his family, so he had a larger support network. Against my best judgment, we did. Man, he wanted to only work part-time while he tried to restart his business, so I became the main breadwinner. And as with most wives, I became the person in charge of buying gifts. Stupid old me thought buying them thoughtful, expensive gifts would finally make them see I wanted to be accepted by them. Gifts to us were a couple's gift, but clearly for my soon to be ex only. So every holiday was spent with them, monthly dinners with the whole family. After a year, I realized that if I ever tried to talk or join a conversation, everyone would go quiet. So I just stopped talking when I visited. In early December, they finalized plans for Christmas. A few days later, my soon to be ex say his family decided they did not want me to join them for Christmas Eve dinner and
What?
Christmas lunch because I ruined the family vibe. I replied, fine, we'll do our own thing instead. My soon to be ex sheepishly looked away and said he was still gonna go. I was livid and so disappointed in him. That was the moment I knew my marriage was over. So I returned the presents I had bought for his family. In their place, I got one pair of novelty business socks for a father-in-law, a supermarket brand bottle of shampoo for mother-in-law, the nastiest perfume I could find at the dollar store for sister-in-law. The most expensive gift was a large rawhide bone for brother-in-law and his wife Chihuahua. It's too big for it to get its jaw around, rendering it useless. I saved about $600 to put on a deposit for a new apartment. My husband come home from Christmas lunch telling me I humiliated him and embarrassed him in front of his family. I asked him, why would you think I'd buy nice gifts for people who clearly do not like me and do not want me around? Some of my friends and family and are on my side and proud of what that I went out in a blaze of glory. Others are telling me I was being way too petty, which isn't really like me. So am I the asshole?
I mean, give me a moment here. That she's being petty when she sacrificed everything, leave her job, moved to another town close to people that don't like her. And on top of that, she become the main provider of the house because she's trying to support her husband to pursuing his dream of developing his business that he lost and to be closer to his unsuffered family. And she have to deal with him to see them every month. And on top of that, they exclude her from Christmas. And she's being the asshole.
Because she embarrassed him in front of his
Have
very awful
you,
family.
have you watched the movie The Help?
No.
Okay. So the movie The Help, for those who haven't watched it, is about African Americans how they were treated before they released this thing from the Negroes about to get jobs and stuff like that. So in a way, long story short, one of them were they were mates. So they go, and one of the mates, she was the owner, she was white, of course, and she was horrible, pitiful. Doesn't matter how good everything she did, never nothing was enough. So at the end, she accused her of doing something because she just didn't like her anymore, and she didn't find a way to let her go. So she accused her of stealing. The maid gracefully cooked her a cake, just that the cake was made of poop, and she put it with a beautiful scent. So once she started eating it, you imagine what she tastes.
Ew.
And that was her farewell. So I guess in this was her farewell to this beautiful family. Because at the moment that the idiots say like, oh, I'm going to the Christmas with my family, but you're not. I was like, I wouldn't make them the cake. And by the time he comes back, I would have all my luggage on it. And like, this, you already make your decision. You already make your decision and you already have made your who you picking. So
Yeah, but the cake will not work because if we brought a cake, they'll probably throw it on the trash. Just like the
wow,
thing with the first cake that she made.
that's true. That's true. Well, you did your brightly. You did great. Very bright on
When
that.
I read things like this, I am like, I am so blessed to have the best, the best, hopefully one day future father-in-law and mother-in-law. They are amazing.
I know. It's very honestly, people are like too much to handle sometimes.
Yeah,
And
like I don't get it. How can you be this mean to someone?
And not just that, they knowing that she doesn't have anybody there. And on top of that, that she support your boy.
You little piece of shit that you think is a golden boy. Now you go and support him. Now they're gonna divorce. Now this what? Who's moving in with mommy? Because he
Exactly.
only has a part-time job.
Yep. So you mentioned that we have an update on this, right? Let's dive in because I'm
Yeah.
dying to know what happened next.
Mm-hmm. Let me read the top comment first though.
Okay.
Top comment was, no, the asshole, he chose his family over you, and I still expect you to buy all the presents. This was a perfectly planned and well deserved for every one of them, including him. And OP answers, he only worked 12 hours a week at Walmart.
A week?
Yep. So he could do non-existent work, restarting his business. I make just over six figures, and I cannot believe I did not realize years ago I was the family ATM. And then somebody comments to that and be like, you handle them like a boss.
12 hours?
12
Even
hours.
bother going in.
12 hours a week as a grown ass man.
What even bother having a part? Oh, just to say I have a part-time job, I guess.
Yep. Okay, let's move on
That's
to the
that.
update.
Uh-huh.
Update number one. There's three updates, by the way. So, update number one. It says, many thank you to everyone for the support in my last post. I thought I had sent a small update. First, for those who asked how the deposit on my new apartment was, only the $600 I saved on the gifts, it certainly was not. I had to dip into my savings, but that $600 helped.
Of course.
Sure. My soon to be ex did not bother reaching out to me after I left until he was served the divorce papers, and my lawyer made it very clear we are exercising the prenup. Oh my God, that's true. Because they wanted her to sign a prenup because he had the money. And now she's the one making the money. So, toma, te diría en español. Toma. Sorry. Let me go back. So my lawyer made it very clear we are exercising the prenup. Then it was loving voicemails and texts I never picked up from him and his family for a few days, trying to convince me to come back, which eventually turned to threatening and cruel voicemails and texts when it was clear I was not budging. My lawyer suggested I do not block them so we have evidence of harassment if needed. Basically, give them the rope to hang themselves with. But then last night I got call after call from my soon to be ex. Stupidly, I picked it up thinking there was some kind of emergency or something. I barely got hello out when he said, the rent is a week late. I told him that's strange because I paid my landlord 6 days ago. He paused and sighed dramatically and replied, no, the rent for here. I reminded him I do not live there and he should not expect rent. Q, his parents both texted me that they're going to sue me to pay the remainder of the lease entirely. I am not worried about having an eviction on my record since the apartment is in his parents' name. When we first announced we were moving to his hometown, they rented an apartment for us right away so we could move right in. They have been renewing the lease each year. We had to pay his parents and then they write a check to the landlords, who has no idea who soon to be ex and I are. Let alone that we live here. Red flag, I know. I am glad I had a few weeks to prep my living since they probably use the fact that it's their apartment to kick me out immediately. Divorce is probably going to be a bumpy ride with this main child and his psycho parents. Any advice from anyone who's been through this, it's welcome. The freaking audacity. The rent is due.
What?
Can you like keep being my sugar mama and paying my rent even though I'm an asshole to you? Bitch, go work at Walmart. Go
If
do more than 12 hours.
if she's not picking up your phone calls, answering, getting back to you, and she moved out of the house, what nonsense? So what remote idea do you might have that she might pay your rent?
You know what it might be? That he's used to manipulate her all the time and she didn't notice. He probably used a lot of manipulation tactics with her and he thinks this is gonna keep happening. Like she's just gonna, do everything. But the moment that you decided to choose your family over her, she was done.
But at the moment, you say like the rent is late. I'm like, as she said, like what rent? Like she said, it's like the
That's
rent here. I'm
weird.
like, I'm not even gonna answer that. I just hang up. I'm like, bye.
She no, because she was being petty. She was like, that's weird because the rent,
I'd be like, I already paid like the rent here. I'm like, boy, bye.
right?
How
Yeah.
old are you? Like,
Yeah, now that I'm reading the updates, I realize that this is from the subreddit AITA age. I thought it was only for the AITA, right? It's AITA age. But that is funny as hell. I can't believe he said that. Oh my
how
goodness.
many other updates?
We have two more updates.
Oh,
Two more
good.
updates. So
Hopefully they're
update,
about the divorce.
yeah. Update number two. Hi, if this is not the right place to post any updates, please direct me to a subreddit that better fits. Super sorry if I'm annoying members who are not interested, but a few requests that are update. First post was about my husband's family who invited me for Christmas. The husband is still left and made me celebrate Christmas alone. I organized shitty gifts as a final birth flip. First update, I move out and my underemployed soon-to-be ex and his family are still expect me to pay rent on the apartment in my in-laws' name. So the people who commented that my soon-to-be former in-laws were probably charging my soon-to-be ex and me more than the amount of the lease, you call it. Oh my God. And we will not have found out if they were not so entitled and determined to hurt me. They got a cousin who happens to be a lawyer to send me a letter demanding I pay the entirety of the remainder of the lease, or they will file suit and force me to pay it. Clearly a scare tactic, so my lawyer sent a formal request to the lawyer for a copy of the lease, which I have never seen, and a copy of the written agreement with us as a subleases, which does not exist. They sent the lease and insisted the sublease agreement was a verbal contract. Not only is subleasing explicitly prohibited, but my mother-in-law and father-in-law had been charging us an extra $200 a month. So we have notified the landlord that I've been living there with my soon-to-be ex and the leases were living in their own house throughout the duration of the lease and sent copies of my driver license with the address and over 2 years of bank and credit card statements with the address listed. They were served with a 30-day eviction yesterday, which I know about because mother-in-law left a voicemail about me kicking my soon-to-be ex out of his home and that she now drives with a baseball bat in her car and she will be keeping an eye out for me. LOL. Obviously, my lawyer I'm sorry. Obviously, my lawyer's expertise is family law, and this was out of her purview. So she referred me to a colleague who focuses on real estate law. We met today to devise a battle plan, and I am now suing my mother-in-law and father-in-law for all the money I can prove I transferred for rent for the entirety of the residency here. Since the apartment was technically not a legal apartment to rent, since they could not sublease it. And in parentheses say, no clean hands to rent to us and then sue me. He's not sure how a judge will buy it, but it's way beyond my state's civil compensation limit. But he is confident that it will scare them and leave them open to settling just returning the additional $200 for each payment. Which I think it's fair because I did live there with my soon-to-be ex, and I do not think it's right to get all the rent money back. I'm an adult, and adults pay rent. And I don't want them to have the satisfaction of saying I'm using the divorce as a windfall. On the soon-to-be ex front, there is no news there. We'll be likely need to go to family court for a separation order since he will not agree to the financial details of the separation agreement my lawyer has drafted. My state requires a 1 year separation period before a divorce can be finalized, so this is going to be a long process. A few people asked why he did what he did and if he's offered any kind of explanation or justification. We have not really talked since he was served. I do not know if he just fell out of love, but I was still financially convenient, or if the mask finally lifted off, if he was being so close to his family and them having opportunities to manipulate him. I do not know and I do not care. I do not need closure. I need them all gone. Looking back, making promises, doing couples counseling, and slowly regressing back is enough closure. Knowing he allowed his family to treat me like crap for so long is closure. That final betrayal at Christmas is closure. My focus isn't on figuring it out, it's making sure I am happy.
Good.
Yep,
And
really good for you.
and they just keep getting more evidence about harassment.
It takes a lot of strength to leave a marriage, even more for you to realize what was wrong with it and realize that you deserve to be happy and he was not making you happy.
Yep. Like she said before, she was the family ATM, which is shameful.
The very convenient ATM that you had in the house.
Do we get another one? You say another update we have, right?
Last one. So the last update, it says, "Hi everyone, I posted here a few months ago and everyone was super supportive. Thank you. I thought I had sent through an update and it's actually a positive one. Summary of previous events that is the clownery of my life. My ex's family treated me like crap for years. In my naivete, I guess, I told myself to just try harder. They uninvited me for Christmas for always ruining the family vibe, in quotes. My ex decided to celebrate with family because his wife is now family and left me to celebrate Christmas alone. So I guess I'm not gonna read this because this is all the same. It's just like a summary of everything. And then at the end it says, so I had our first, and it turns out only mediation, meeting with the in-laws about the excess rent they were charging me and my ex a few weeks ago. The in-laws tried to claim the charges extra for their role as property managers of the apartment.
Yep.
They could not explain in any way what they did as property managers to justify a fee of $200 other than chatting with their son about the apartment several times a month. So they were basically trying to say that they were charging us to talk to their own son. So they came to establish being a verbal contract since we never signed anything, and my lawyer asked on which date I verbally agreed. I never did, actually, since my ex handled all of those conversations with his parents prior to our move. They say they could not remember, but since I moved in, I obviously agreed to the agreement they made for my ex. My lawyer told them that it sounds like any verbal contract was with their son, and given the terms were oral and unclear, they will be too difficult and costly for them to enforce. He added, all of that is a moot point since they didn't have the authority to sublease anyway, and their case will not get more than the 30 seconds it will take for the judge to dismiss it. He then told them that we had be pursuing the lawsuit unless they settle on returning the $6,200 and will give them time to discuss the deal with their lawyer. I was suing for the return of the excess, not full rent, since I live in that apartment. Within an hour, the lawyer called mine to agree to a settlement of $5,400. Since technically the little bit my ex paid for rent should have a proportionate amount applied to some of that excess. We agreed to it. My divorce lawyer also sent them a cease and desist letter about the harassment, warning them that if it continues, I will file a restraining order. I have plenty of evidence to have it granted. A lot of people ask why I haven't done this already, but I'd rather not go nuclear unless I have to. My mother-in-law's job will be very likely be affected if she has an RO, and she will just get scorched earth even harder. Thankfully, this seemed to have been enough of a wake-up call for her in particular, and the texts and emails and voicemail have stopped entirely. I also learned from mutual friends that my ex was already on dating apps a few weeks after I left. But apparently, nothing goes beyond a first date. I guess women do not want to get involved with a 33-year-old unemployed entrepreneur who lives with and lives off his parents and is still chasing some elusive business he has not been clear to start up. LOL. All communication with him has been through my lawyer except for two instances. A few weeks ago, he called me at 3 a.m. completely drunk, leaving a voicemail asking to fix things. He called the next day to apologize for that. I guess this will likely be my final update now. I just have to wait for the divorce to be finalized and done. This is a huge weight off my shoulders. I am glad for that update.
Good for her. Good for her. At least you got your money, most of your money back from the rent, and you got this super crazy chick going after you after all this time. So that's what happened when people start pushing the buttons of other folks, because you won't like what you're gonna find out once you poke the bear.
It was enough evidence that the mother-in-law said, I have a bat on my car and I will keep an eye out for you. That was enough evidence to get a restraining order, I think.
Yeah. Yep. 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 So good for you, girl. That do should have blocked him, but sure. Well, after the divorce, we can block him, so that way, in case that you need more evidence in the meantime. But honestly, that's pathetic. Because
Yeah,
especially when he was like on dating app sure after, that's mean like he never cares about her. He was just having her like for convenience rather than anything else.
yep. But I am so glad that you decided to put yourself first and, you know,
Yeah.
Fuck because Sabi doesn't want me to be cursing in here, even though I already said the B word multiple times.
Okay.
But
It was just last time on the content was a little explicit. So
also, okay, I
I
can
have to
say the
put,
word then.
yes, I just have to put a sheet when the content was a little explicit. So
I
every
know.
time you tell me that, you said, meh.
Yeah, that was funny. So I am that guy. He does not deserve you, and technically, he deserves everything that came his way.
He looked for it,
Mm,
first of all. He
go do more hours at Walmart, dude, and
at least trying to
go.
be a decent part-time, because usually it's go above 20 hours to be a part-time person. So you should consider that.
Yeah, entrepreneur, my ass. Asshole. But anyway, I'm so happy for you. And I'm so happy. I wish you the best of the best. Keeping happy, Queen, and hope you find someone who loves you and respects you. And his family too loves you and respects you.
And don't use it like the family ATM or trying to scheme you and then blame you and trying to sue you for what they already stole from you.
Hmm.
And like people are just, but look at the positive side. This is an experience for you, a little traumatizing, of course, but now you know what you want in life. Now you know how to read the signs, and now you know that some people are just meant to be mom and dad's boy forever, and they are completely useless. So
Yep.
instead, wave your arm for somebody that you not that are not showing you the respects that you deserve, and that the family are not respecting you the way that you deserve. Because just by the relationship between before you move um to their hometown, that was already like a big no-no. But you know, you're trying to be supportive, and of course you on your being in love with the person, but now we know better. Now we know better, and we are happy that you came out of that circle and you are
Very happy.
fine and getting the money, money, money.
I don't think she will get any money though. Because, okay, in the comments, I was just reading the comments, and that's why. Because someone told her, if you can, please let us know when the divorce is finalized so we can celebrate for you. Glad the harassment has stopped and that you at least got some money back. And she says, I've lost most of it to lawyer fees, but even if I end up with $1, I know I still will piss them off. You know what? It was worth it. It was worth it. You got them off your back, you're good, live your
And they
life.
paid a little speed himself, so you don't have to poop from you.
I know. And after you divorce, move away so you don't find the bat.
Well,
I
the
would do
restraining
that.
order is still having fed though, even though that happened, because the restraining order was something completely different. So still in place.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys for listening to another episode. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I really like the stories today, and I
Me,
hope you do too.
honestly. So, guys, like we said, this is going to be providing Christmas Eve. You can more than welcome to make your preparation for your Christmas and you will listen to this podcast. Um, we wish
Merry
you
Christmas.
all Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and
To those who do
hopefully,
not celebrate Christmas, happy holidays.
exactly, and as well as drama-free holidays.
Hmm.
But if we got any drama during our holidays, of course, you will know it the next week.
Yes.
Uh, without any further ado, until next time, guys. And that will be, oh Lord,
Bye.
Yes, Eve. Oh,
That will be the following week, right before. Oh yeah, New Year's Eve it will be actually. Wow. Okay, we gotta find some good stories.
bye bye 2025. Welcome 2026. Let's see how many craziness we start the year with.
Hopefully not many.
Bye.
Bye.